A long, long time ago, a young shepherd boy brought victory to King Saul and the Israelite army in the valley of Elah. Oh, wait. Let's start the story in a valley, not a magical one, not a peaceful one. This valley feels tense, like when the music stops but nobody knows who's it yet. The valley sits between two hills, quiet in a way that feels wrong, like the moment before a sneeze. On one hill, the Philistine army stretches and laughs, already acting like the winners. On the other hill, the Israelite soldiers stand stiff, adjusting armor that suddenly feels heavier than it did yesterday. Then the ground shakes. Boom, boom. Out walks Goliath of Gath, champion of the Philistine army. He is enormous. Not just tall, wise, the sun-blocked enormous, but ground-shaking enormous. His armor gleams like it's proud of itself, and his spear looks less like a weapon and more like a warning. His voice crashes across the valley. Send me someone to fight. Not an army, not a hero squad, just one. The soldiers flinch, morning after morning, evening after evening, 40 days straight, same words, same laughter, same silence in response. Even King Saul doesn't move. Fear has settled in like it plans to stay. Meanwhile, far from the battlefield was Jesse's younger son David tending his father's sheep. He talks to them while they eat, argues with them when they wander, protects them when danger comes. He's small, sure but alert, thoughtful, brave in ways no one's bothered to notice yet. One day his father hands him a basket. Take this food to your brothers, he says. David smiles. Don't worry, he says. I'll make sure they eat. So off he goes. No sword, no armor, just bread, cheese, and curiosity. When David reaches the battlefield, he hears it. Goliath's voice. It booms across the valley again, thick with mockery. David's smile fades. He looks around, at the soldiers, at the king, at the way. Everyone suddenly finds the ground fascinating. He leans toward a nearby soldier and whispers, quick question. Why is everyone just standing here? The soldier gulps. Because that's Goliath. David blinks. Okay, and he'll crush anyone who fights him. David glances back at the giant, then at the soldier. So? We're just letting him talk like that? The soldier shrugs. Pretty much. David straightens. That doesn't seem right. His brothers hear him and rush over. David, one hisses. What are you doing here? I brought lunch, David says cheerfully, holding up the basket. Then he lowers his voice. Also, why is no one stopping that guy? His brother scowls. Because he's a giant. David tilts his head. Yeah, but he's only one giant. That's when everyone realizes something's strange. The boy isn't scared. Word spreads. A shepherd is asking dangerous questions. Soon, David is standing in front of King Saul. I'll fight him, David says. The room freezes. Saul studies him. You're very young. David nods. True. And he's been a warrior his whole life. David thinks for a moment. Also true. Saul sighs. Then why do you think you can win? David's voice softens. Because when lions came for my sheep, I didn't run. When bears tried to take what was mine, God helped me stop them. This giant isn't different. Saul hesitates, then nods. All right, try my armor. They strap it on David. The helmet slips over his eyes. The chest plate weighs him down. David takes one step, clank, another step, clank, clank. He wobbles, then stops. He laughs a little. I appreciate this, he says, tugging at the armor, but I can't move, and I kinda need to move. He removes it all. No armor, no sword, just a sling. 5 smooth stones he selected out of the stream bed, and a deep breath. The valley watches as David steps forward. Goliath sees him and bursts out laughing. You send a boy? He roars. Am I a joke? David looks up at him and says calmly, No, but you're about to be. The giant scoffs. I'll crush you. David grips his sling. You come with swords and spears, I come with something bigger. Goliath charges. David runs toward him. The sling spins. The stone flies. Thunk. The giant freezes, wobbles, and crashes to the ground. The valley erupts, cheers, gasps, tears. Fear loosens its grip. And David? He just stands there, breathing, realizing that the thing everyone feared most wasn't unbeatable after all. Here's the truth this story leaves behind. David wasn't brave because he was fearless. He was brave because he remembered who he was. Giants still show up. They still shout. They still tell us we're too small. But sometimes courage sounds like a quiet voice saying, I'll try. And when that happens, even giants fall, and the valley remembers. Oh, and David went on to become one of the greatest king of his generation. But that's a story for another time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, keep exploring the scriptures, one tale at a time.